What up guys, JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another video. This is going to be the start of a brand new series. It's going to be a weekly vlog type series. Let me give you guys a little bit of background. So 2013 I watched about 80 films. I know this because I keep track of everything that I watch. And I keep track of everything that I've rated. It's very simple. I just kind of use a spreadsheet and add stuff weekly. Then in 2014, the podcast was in full force, and that caused me to watch so much more films. I think I got around 233-ish. And then this past year, 2015, I had about exactly 250. So this year I'm going full force. I'm going to try to really watch way more than I normally do. About 50 more, which is a lot. You know, I was averaging like 4 films a week with the 250. So this year I'm going to go for 300. I was going to do like 365-day challenge, which I guess that's kind of what this is. 365 film challenge. Got to watch 365 in a year. I know that I would probably not be able to do that. So I'm going to aim for at least 300. So, you know, starting right now, it started January 1st. So this is my first week recap. I'm a day late on it, but I kind of just decided that, you know, to just do this kind of whenever I felt like it instead of, you know, a really scheduled thing. So this will be the first week. This will be week 1. This is my update, and I actually did pretty okay this week because I watched 7 films. So the first one is Turbo Kid. Turbo Kid was a lot of fun. It was definitely sort of this throwback feel to it. Definitely felt like 80s. It could have, you know, came directly out of the 80s, and that's really cool. Mood said that it has a lot of like homages and stuff to the film Rad, or at least one big one that, you know, totally excited him when he's seen. I've never seen that film, but it's pretty much everything that everybody's been saying. I really can't say much negative about it. It wasn't, you know, mind-blowing for me personally. I thought it was fun. And at the end of the day, I think I gave it about a 7.5 out of 10. The second film I watched was Backcountry. Backcountry is a Scream Factory release, and that one was really cool as well. A lot of people don't like it. I've heard a lot of people say bad things about it, and it makes sense because it's not the best movie in the world. It's very, very slow. There's a long build-up, but I feel like there's 2 ways it can go. 1, either you're not into it, or 2, you can somehow find a way to be into it long enough, and by long enough I mean a really long time, to get to the climactic moments of the films. Because if you're not invested, if you're not into the film, it's not going to seem like that big of a deal. It worked for me. It is super slow though at first. I give it a 7 out of 10. The third film is Girl House. This one was a lot of fun. I love the idea of having the cam girls in the house, and, you know, sort of, oh, you know, there's a killer, and, you know, it leads to great, you know, TNA and kills. It's a slasher set in, like, a porn house. Like, I mean, that's kind of quintessential slasher stuff there. I can't really think of a better setting if you're gonna make, you know, a slasher film, the kind of and have all the tropes that we normally have in a slasher film. It was a lot of fun. I actually very much enjoyed it. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. The next film is the fourth film that I watched is A Landmine Goes Click. I'm not going to say very much about this one because the less said about it, the better. I really just want people to go into it really blank. Don't read anything about it. Don't, you know, listen to any reviews. It's a 9.5 out of 10. The fifth film that I watched is A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. This one was really cool. It's definitely one I want to revisit because I feel like there's more that I can pull from it. Definitely, you know, slow burn, but there's some just beautiful, beautiful shots in this film. There's a lot of amazing cinematography and music, and the black and white looks so good. The acting's good. I mean, it truly is like one of the highlights in terms of pure technique of 2015 films that came out then. It's a little. It's definitely not like traditional, and it's not like a film that I've seen before. I love the setting too. I gave that one a 7.5 out of 10. Might need to rewatch that one. Then the sixth film is We Are Still Here. This one is very slow. I hear it's a callback or a nod to Euro horror. The director actually told me that on Twitter, and I like this one. It was good. It was good. It was a nice little ghost story. Slow build. Cool characters, stuff like that. I didn't fall in love with it like a lot of people did this year, but it was cool. I give that one a 7 out of 10. And finally, the final film that I watched this week is the seventh film, and that is The Editor. The Editor is definitely a really interesting film. It's like a satire or a spoof of sort of giallos, and not being very well versed in that era of filmmaking, the Italians in the 70s and 80s, it probably went over my head a lot of stuff in the film, but luckily I did recently just do the Italian Horror Month on my channel, or not my channel, my podcast, Me and Moods' podcast, and that was definitely very informative for then seeing this film. It definitely helped me catch a lot of the references, especially with like Argento and just filming techniques. You can tell that there was a lot of passion behind this piece, and the people involved really put their heart into it and probably studied a lot of the techniques and tropes of those Italian giallo films. So yeah, I give that one about a 7.5 out of 10. I did not love it like the majority of the world, but it was good. So that is week one, guys. So I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I have some more films to talk about, and we'll, 7 down, 293 to go. So we're slowly getting there. Peace out, guys.